To the ones who stretch $1 into dignity, this is for you. To the ones who feed others while their own fridge runs low, this is for you. Today we speak truth. SNAP benefits are being cut, but our compassion is not. As one of the master teaches, the smallest acts of mercy, when offered with rhythm and reverence, becomes a cosmic restoration. I'm Antoine, this is my Dharma Path testimony. Bold, proud, unapologetically sacred. Fresh start.
Fresh start indeed, Antoine. I love that energy, full of boldness and reverence. Let's keep that rhythm going.
They cut the benefits, but they cannot cut the Dharma. They cannot cut the kindness. They cannot cut the sacred rhythm of rice, feeding a family, a neighbor, a stranger. SNAP got snapped, but rice remains. A bag of jasmine, a scoop of basmati, a handful of long grain, cooked slow, served warm, shared wide. That's Revelation. That's Matthew 25. That's Dharma in motion. Fresh start.
Fresh start again. And I'm loving the flow. You're really turning Matthew 25 into a whole Dharma-infused testament. Let's keep weaving in that sacred rhythm.
The final judgment is not some distant trumpet. It's the moment your EBT card declines and someone behind you says, I got it. It's the auntie who hands you a bag of beans and says, baby, cook it slow and pray it lasts. It's the stranger who leaves a box of canned goods on your porch with no name, no note, just grace. And don't let them lie to you. There's enough rice in pantries, enough kindness in hearts, enough Dharma in the streets. The book of Revelation ain't just beasts and battles, it's the unveiling of truth. And the truth is, we are the miracle. We are the loaves and fishes. We are the final judgment, and we choose mercy. The Lotus Sutra reminds us, even the smallest offering given with sincerity becomes cosmic. A bowl of rice becomes a mandala. A SNAP card becomes a sutra. And the one who gives, even in poverty, reveals the Buddha in full bloom. Fresh start.
Absolutely, Antoine. Fresh start and a beautiful reflection. You're really painting the picture here of how the everyday gestures and those little offerings become something universal and sacred. Let's keep that rhythm going.
And the master, whatever master it was, he said, the Dharma is not a doctrine, it's a drumbeat, it's the rhythm of provision, it's the sacred infrastructure of kindness, it's the rice pot bubbling in a home that still believes in miracles. First start.
Absolutely. Fresh start it is. I love the way you weave that together, like the drumbeat of Dharma and the everyday miracles in the kitchen. And it's a rhythm of kindness for sure.
So,
And it's a beautiful way to start anew.
So if your benefits got cut, your fridge looks thin, and your spirit feels stretched, remember rice multiplies, kindness multiplies, Dharma multiplies. And the Dharma path is paved with random acts of sacred provision. Stay rooted, stay generous, stay ready. Final judgment is daily, and you, beloved, are passing it with grace. The mystic law blooms in every act of mercy, and as the master, whichever master it was, it said, let the rice rise, let the mercy flow, Let the Dharma be known. I'm Antoine. This is my Dharma Path. 5 pounds. I think if you had something like $15 left for your stab, maybe you had $30 left, maybe the last thing you're going to buy is a bag of rice. Because you only need like a little bit, a cup of rice per person per day. And some water. Your snap cut off, but you still got water. There's rice and a little bit, and then there's rice and whatever else. Rice and if you had a can of peas, you open a can of peas and put that in there with some rice and make a one dish rice thing. Or whatever meat you had, you give yourself this more rice and less meat, but it's the difference of being empty and not empty. If that last little bit, that last $50 on that EBT card, that should go towards some rice. You used to filling up on meat and bread and garlic bread and pasta. That's of one of the rice better than flour, because you got to mix flour with water, make dough, work it out to make bread, but you just could throw some rice in the water, let it rehydrate, and then eat it. That's what you do with the last little bit. Then you might be able to get so much rice that when somebody else around you is in a similar situation, has nothing, you could actually offer them some. I mean, I wouldn't give them rice, but when you made something out of it, you say, here, there's something else. Then there'll be some food banks, but the food banks are going to be overrun. But they're the preppers, the people who have a year's supply of food in 2 years, and they've got a compartment underground. They're going to say, okay, there's somebody rolling up, trying to rate. The best thing you can do if you prep is realize that you're a part of the whole thing, and take what you prepped out and say, I'm going to go out like a Salvation Army type thing. They go out in front of whatever. It used to be Sears, now it's Walmart, but at every age that organization has existed, they've gone out and begged people for money. They say they're helping them. You know, nobody need to put no money in the red kettle. You know what you need to do if you put some food away? Y'all got all your 4 Patriots, MREs, Augustin Farms, all this food put back. Starting from November 1st, you go out. You could do it by yourself. You could organize with other people you've prepped with and do it collectively. Go out and stand outside of the Walmart in the parking lot, and you give out food. You give it out. You just say, here, there's some freeze-dried creamy stroganoff from my Augustin Farm bucket. There's some survival tabs. Here's an energy bar. You just stand out there and say, you know, if you need something, take it. Y'all, I'm talking about I'm going to get my pew and light them up when they come in looking for food. That is the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing. I was hungry and they gave me no food apart from my presence. I don't know you. Remember the final judgment. Remember the final judgment. There's going to be 40 million of them out there who don't have nothing. Who don't have nothing. The Apostle Paul said the fulfillment of the law is love thy neighbor as you love yourself. You see your neighbor and he don't have nothing. You feed him like you look at him and see yourself with nothing, and you go and feed him. You didn't even go out there and feed him. You bring his ass in the house and sit him at the table. You invite him to dinner. So you're coming to dinner at least every day. You come to dinner because you know that family that lived around you that don't have shit because the shit cut off. And if you had something to feed them, you're supposed to be feeding them. That's the difference. It's the difference between heaven and hell. It's not what you think it is. It's that. It's that. The purge is coming. You got 3 days. The benefits, they're designed to hit on so many different days. So just so that you don't swap the supermarket and all that and all run at once. The first, the people who get benefits on the first, they ain't gonna get it. They're not gonna get them. And whatever they have is wearing thin. Wearing mighty daggone thin. But somebody prepared for that. Somebody has a whole year supply of food you can come up off of a week. Here's a week of 4 Patriots. Freeze-dried food. Here's a week of August and Far food. Here's a week of Maxwell House food. You can give them 1 container. Go stand out there in front of the Walmart. Put a card table up. Make some hot cocoa. Make a sign that say don't steal. They call themselves Christians. Make a sign that says in the name of the Jesus, don't go in there and steal. I'll give you something to eat. Rather than you go through that here. Maybe you even put the creamy stroganoff from Augustin Farm in the Dutch oven, rehydrated it, and it's all nice and hot and steamy. You say, why did you could do it like you're trying to sell it. Here, come on and try some of this. See what it tastes like. You like that? Here, there's a bag of it. Take it home. Go feed your family. Don't go in there and steal. We know you don't have no money to go in there and buy no food. There should be a whole army full of soldiers of Jesus in the Walmart parking lot giving out food on November 1st. A whole lot of they could be out. They could be. Wait, let me show you. I'll come back. I ain't even went nowhere. I told you I'd come back, but I haven't left. That's the reason that why we do like this. Because some of you ain't gonna have them. You've got to open up your they look like this. So you line up in mofos. And you do something like this here. Like this. If I said my SNAP benefits run out, I've got to open up this container out of my Scooby-Doo pajamas and say, okay, it's November 1st. I can't go to the supermarket. The first thing I take out, this is the Morning Moo's milk. Milk alternative, I got milk powdered milk. I got a container to mix it up in. And it's only 1 container, so you gotta watch how to use it. And the next thing is some gravy stroganoff. And I can keep going. I could give this away. I'm not gonna give it away. Then I got some fettuccine Alfredo. Okay, there's 2 things. I could be greedy and sit up here and eat up all this by myself, or I could say on November 1st, somebody don't have nothing. Since I have this, I'm gonna walk down to the Walmart and stand in the parking lot like this here. I got some food. If you think about going in there stealing, don't steal. Don't do it. You can take this here. You don't have to pay nothing for it. You can take it. So you go and stand out and do like this. Then you get out of the way. Then they took it. You go in your bucket. Y'all, some of you got a whole year's supply. And you get out some more pocket. Thanks. Don't call these people parasites. They're not parasites. They're people. You say, hey, I got some food. You want this? And you don't have to go in there and steal in the name of the master. The master said, whichever master it was, give them some food. That's my emergency. Now I'm telling you my business. But I already told you what I'm going to go out and give it all away. Why would you do that? Why would you go and stand out there and give that? If you're out there giving it away, then you don't have to worry about them busting through the door to come and take it because you gave it to them. Lord have mercy. I'm covering it up. If you don't have nothing, then somebody has this shit sitting up in their house. They can give some of it to you. But the question is, are they going to walk in the light? They're going to follow the Dharma path, or they say, yeah, this man, I ain't giving it to nobody. I'm gonna get my pew, and I'm gonna pew him if he comes in here and he gets it. Or he could open it up and go out there and stand in front of the Walmart and the Piggly Wiggly and Albertsons and say, don't steal. At least take 2 of these. That should help your family for a little bit. And I'll be back out here next week or tomorrow or something. If you need something else, don't go in there and steal. Because if they go with that stealing, they'll make it worse there. That's heavy. That lasts a month if you add some protein. I put my protein somewhere up there. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'm Antoine. This is my Dharma Path.